How y'all doing, fam? It's a beautiful evening out here. We've been getting some weather on the West Coast. I don't know about the rest of y'all, wherever you're at on Pachamama's surface, wherever you are at on this beautiful planet of ours. Wishing you well out there. And I'm just getting a little download from Spirit this evening. And it's just something that Spirit wants me to convey to everybody. And it's something I've been reflecting on quite a bit and experiencing myself over the last couple of weeks very deeply to another level than I had thought possible. And that is that higher dimensional consciousness and touching base with the guides, with the angels, the archangels, with the Most High himself, herself, Sophia, the Great Spirit, Krishna consciousness, whatever you'd like to call it, Christ consciousness, all of these aspects of the divine are accessed through the heart. And that's why it's such an important thing right now to work on our healing. And wherever that is, wherever you are, is exactly where you're supposed to be, family. So another thing Spirit really wants me to touch on is that Spirit doesn't want any of us to judge our progress on our spiritual journey based on where anybody else is at. We are all exactly where we need to be, experiencing exactly what we need to experience to be able to learn and grow and to access our highest timelines and the highest vibrational version of ourselves, aligned with the Most High white diamond light of the Most High, the violet flame of Saint Germain. And it's really important to understand that any kind of hatred you have in your heart, or judgments or expectations that you place on the world, are things that are barriers to you accessing these higher dimensional consciousnesses and aspects of yourself. So Spirit is also wanting us to understand that these things, when we do run into them, are opportunities. So the easiest way to heal, in my experience, is to have these experiences that trigger us, that bother us, that make us angry, that any and all of the above, anything that irritates you, and working on our reactions to those things. So whether that being, somebody making kind of a snarky remark at you or something like that, where you would want to kind of snap back at them. When you are able to hold a little bit of space within your consciousness and not just have a reaction out of trauma and emotions, but to actually have a calculated and calm, present awareness response to those, when we do so, this is what is healing our heart and our subconscious and allowing those energies to flow. When we react to those energies, it's almost saying to the universe, bring this in some more. We need a couple more of these until we're ready to move on to that next phase. So Spirit is just asking that, we have stillness within ourselves, and we take some time, a few times a day, to really touch base with our heart space. And for me, that looks like during a meditation, or even throughout the day, if you just have 10 seconds, 30 seconds. A lot of times I'll do this when I catch my conscious awareness being very mental, very intellectual. Like my conscious awareness is focused in my head area of my body. And I will consciously slow down and move my conscious awareness from my brain down to my heart. And one thing that a lot of people don't know is the heart actually is a brain itself. It has 40,000 neurons, from my understanding. So it quite literally is a brain in itself. So we want to allow our heart to lead us. And this is almost like a focusing on the heart space, and I like to visualize like a golden, sometimes green, kind of depending on what you're feeling. It can be a golden prana energy or a green energy for the heart chakra space. And I will picture this almost like a lotus flower opening up. And this allows you to almost like sink into that cave of the heart. And then it opens up your dimensional awareness, and you are able to feel, to see, to hear messages at a deeper level when you are in a love-based conscious awareness, and when you're not in a mental-based overthinking things or just thinking things in general, which it's not to say you're trying to turn your brain off. It's to allow space between your thoughts. So by being heart-centered in our heart space, it allows us to step back from all of this clouds that are passing in the sky of our awareness, and it allows us to be centered and still in whatever comes. And this is what really allows us to touch those spaces and to connect with ourself, the Most High itself, the divine, the sacred that resides within each and every single one of us. And that, again, I really want to kind of hammer that home, and Spirit is leading me to do so. And that is that these states are accessed through love, through our heart. And it's so very important to practice non-judgment. And this means that, if you're going throughout your day and you see somebody, cut you off or speed up, and you're like, this guy, or yeah, fuck him, or anything that happens in your awareness is completely okay. But it's important to understand that when we do this, the subconscious mind has no differentiation between ourself and anything outside of ourself. So the subconscious mind is the ocean of awareness that kind of resides behind the personal aspect of ourself that we have created through all of our memories and through this particular incarnation. But all things that have ever been or will ever be, and all of your experiences, all of your lifetime, all of your avatars, all of your guides, all of the archangels, all of everything that has ever existed or will ever exist, it also exists within you as that ocean of awareness that's hiding behind that. So it's really important to understand that when we judge other things outside of ourselves, that vibration is also affecting us. So it's almost a self-judgment, because whatever is outside of us is a reflection of ourselves. So when we are judging other things, our subconscious takes that in as us judging ourselves. So it's putting a judgmental, lower vibrational energy into our system, which will then again magnetize that experience into your life again to give you another chance to transcend that energy. And this is really where the alchemy comes in. And that is being able to turn any situation into something positive. And this again is accessed through the heart space. And so it's so important that as we go through life, that we hold that loving awareness within ourselves, and we do not pass judgment on others, because we are in turn passing judgment in ourselves. So yeah, Spirit just really wanted me to put that message out there about how important it is to be in touch with our heart and to access our heart space. Specifically with this next phase for humanity, it's going to be so important, because we're not able to rise up to those higher dimensions to be able to hold that vibration, to connect with the will of the Most High. What's most important? Our intuition, where we're being led through our intellect. Our intellect is a tool for the heart, but it's through the heart space and through love that we are able to access these states. And I think that is a magnificent and beautiful reflection. And yeah, I just want to send out all of my love and my prayers and my blessings, and wish you all a wonderful night. And I love you deeply.